Hey, hopefully I have sound right now. Um, do I have sound? So I'm just going to try and check Soft Edge is using your microphone. All right. Let's just make sure. There is allow microphone. Allow. All right. I think we're good. Hey, do I have sound? Yes. Of course, I have no light over here, so um, how are you doing? No limit. Hope you can hear me now. Oh, there it is. I can hear you now. So there we go. A little bit of light. Oh, that's creepy light. Okay. Um, maybe right here. So, yeah. Well, Happy New Year and Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. I just finished up a season at UPS. Oh, you're watching Babylon 5. Good. Great. I just finished up the season at UPS, so I got a vacation now. Excited about that. So I'm hoping to be more in map updated as well as do some stuff with AAA. I was actually wondering if either one of you wanted to do. Oh, that's right, you don't have computers. I there's a I said before there's a really cheap computer at Walmart. I have the Smart Tab, but they're out of that right now. But that's Windows, and that would enable you to play AAA. Um, excuse me. So I'm hoping to do some AAA. Do you have any questions about the recap, or should I try the recap again? Uh, so right now playing a game with a guy named Guam Sola on the Axis, and I'm just about to um, drive some tanks to the Middle East from the. Oh, you think you're good? Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, my family's upstairs. My wife and my kids are upstairs watching Harry Potter, um, and had a good day of Christmas feasting. And all right, try the recap again. Okay, I am going to try this and see what we get. Unfortunately, I don't think I can do this. Yeah, so let's see. So then I have um, Fighter Endeavor in Egypt. And whoa, why did this turn off? Huh. Ah. You guys see that table of grasshoppers? Oh my goodness. It's beautiful. I got a little makeshift thing here. 4 infantry and 1 artillery in Persia. 1 transport in 80. Oh, that's the heavy cruiser that I wanted. And then in India, I have 5 mech. In Burma, I have 7 infantry, 2 fighters, 1 artillery, and 3 anti-aircraft. In Shan State, I have 1 infantry. In FEC, I have 1 infantry. In Malaya, I have 5 and 1 infantry 6 and 1 anti-aircraft. In Java, I have 1 infantry. In 42, I have a transport Off of Borneo, I have a destroyer, and in Borneo, I have 1 infantry. In 62, I have the upgraded cruiser. Sorry, I can't get any closer. Should have thought about this. Well, I did think about, and then I have a battleship and a heavy cruiser and a destroyer, I think. Yep. Off of Queensland. In Queensland, I have 2 fighters, an artillery, 2 anti-aircraft, and 4 infantry. How's that? Fort Benning, Crockett. Yeah, my son is upstairs right now, and he is on leave from the 101st Airborne, I believe. Hold on. Fear the Legend. Fear the Legion. Can't believe I can't remember. Huh. Yeah, I can't remember which is. I think he's in the Screaming Eagles. He's part of the Striker Force. You actually have 2 AA battery in. Okay, 2 in Burma, not 1, not 3. Okay. He's part of a striker team. The ones that go. I'm going to build a table eventually. Yeah. Draft dodging episode. I was Camp Lejeune, Camp Liberty, Iraq. Wow. I was in a striker. Was what the word? Striker Bade 2. Wow. Yeah, he's brigade. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, that's what he's gonna try to do. He's not enjoying camp life, but he really enjoys being in the field. So looking forward to more of that, and maybe what can you say? You kind of both want him to be able to use his skills, but you also like a firefighter, which my other son, my son Ben, is a firefighter, and you just sit there and go, okay, well, I hope you have a boring boring day and don't go to any fires. But on the other hand, you have those skills. Yeah, that's cool. Finished painting my 1914 infantry. Wow, that's cool. That is cool. I haven't got into the painting yet. I don't think I ever will. I think I'm probably what I'd like to do this week, if I didn't have to help my daughter with her school, which I do. She's got some catch up to do, and I've got to help her. Oh, you're infantry. Nice. He's been the saw gunner, I guess, carrying the big gun. So he's qualified on that. He's thought about going, bigger and better as far as rangers, not ranger, but scouts. Something from the special forces, some scout unit is kind of knocking on his door, and he's considering it. So you were saw gunner too. No kidding. Wow. So he's I hope he does that. Just obviously you're around the base and you're just doing stuff that doesn't seem applicable, and if he was at least with some just continually learning, continually growing. I think that's a lot better than the just the drama at base gets to be. I think Ben, my son, is a firefighter. He talks about the fire station drama, and it's just Not helpful. Carried a pistol Krupp 12 gauge as a sidearm in Iraq. Wow. Well, thank you so much for your service. I'm glad we can play a war game and you can be a lot safer. Are you out of the military now, by the way? Maybe I'll paint you red. Herr Schlickgruber. Schlickelgruber. Is that a nickname or is that a real word? No limit. When I got a decent battery for my phone for the 14 game. Huh. Yeah, I got a. I know you're in Pittsburgh, Schultze, and I know you're in. I think you're in Chicago. So I think we got to make a plan, maybe this year, to do a live game. Anyways, we should do something. Oh, connection is unstable. Let me just shut off my phone for a little bit. Nope, it's off. Airplane mode. So yeah, had a great Christmas. Had some good food. That was Hitler's last name on his mother's side. Oh wow, Schickelgruber. No kidding. Wow. I just finished. Dan Carlin has put out a video, Hardcore History, calling it Supernova in the East. I don't know if you guys have caught that, but it's he's doing kind of a whole history of the Pacific. He really delved into I don't know. It was good. It was good stuff, but some of it was I don't know. He calls it hardcore when he goes into just how gruesome it was to experience war and what obviously explosions do to human bodies. And I appreciated a lot of it. Some of it I was like, yeah, in order to take out the bad guys, you kind of have to. You make a mess sometimes, and it's not easy, and it's rough, and it's tough on the mind. But he was always sort of playing off the understand, trying to help. He was trying to play off of a very, yeah. He was trying to play off the cruelty of the Japanese, and he was trying to play off the fact that when he grew up, everything was, we were the good guys, they were the bad guys. And I think he was trying to spoil that just a little bit and say, okay, well, if you had been born in Japan, you would have been like this kind of attitude. I'm not exactly, that's not what I don't go along with that, because I think people can make decisions even in a culture that's, they were worse than the Nazis. Yes, they were. Absolutely. They're, and he was trying to explain how that came to be, which I think was probably the best. All right. See you later. See you later. No limit. Like I said, love to get together for a real game sometime. Maybe this year, where I travel out to you guys or meet in the middle or something. Or even 2 out of 3 of us did a real game. So, but he was trying to explain how you might have been pressured into being. There was a government by assassination. So he says that that they anyone who is moderate would get assassinated or would get sort of forced out of the government, either by violence or by pressure. And so anybody who was not ultra militant, no one was left by 41 that wasn't ultra militant. And then talking about how they got to where they got, how cruel they got, and then saying how it was difficult for us to go and do that, and how it somewhat compromised our quote unquote good guy status when we're having to interact with people who are, even when they pretend surrender are going to try to kill you, and so you quote unquote become like them. I don't buy that. I mean, I understand you have to do what you have to do, and if they were like that, you'd have. But it doesn't mean you're like them. It just means that you have emergency powers, and emergency powers are emergency powers for a reason, and they're there, and they're in the Constitution. And then, but you know it, and you know enough that when things get back to normal, as soon as possible, you go back from military leadership to civilian leadership. And Victor Davis Hanson, being a society which critiques itself, and that's a Western tradition that goes all the way back to Greece. And so, anyways, I'm hoping to enjoy some externalities, but my big project for the week, hopefully, that could be handed to a newbie that comes on and has never played externalities, and I'm assign the power, probably Russia, and say, this is what you do. Here's two options, kind of illustrated, and print it up, and maybe make it available for shipping, or to ship to a person so they could actually hand a physical copy instead of a how-to video, which is helpful. But you're watching a video and you don't know what you're doing. First time XML is, the video is not going to be helpful. So a book would be helpful, and that's what I would be aiming for. So, all right. Well, I'm glad it finally got working after the second attempt. I'm sorry about the audio, but there's my turn, and enjoying this. Planes about the 2 bombs, but forgot the 16 to 20 million Chinese who died under the boot of the Japanese. Exactly. Victor Davis Hanson, again, he says that if you really took the majority of the losses, casualties in World War II, it would be the Slavic people, Poland, and Ukraine, those areas, and the Chinese, and it would be mostly civilians. Just ridiculous. And the Chinese were just, Japanese were just awful. And so, yeah, and Victor Davis Hanson says that the firebombing actually ended up killing more people in one single event than the atomic bomb did, and that if that the bombs and the surrender actually saved lives, because they were bringing Lancasters who were not busy, of course, in Europe. They were going to bring them all over to Japan, and they're just going to bomb the whole place down continually until it was all the way bombed. So there wouldn't have been the population with the bayonets and the sticks. It would have just been been firebombed all the way through. And they were already at that time, if you watch anything from that time, the people were starving, and there was no food, and so any sort of delay literally could have starved them out. But so no, I'm not complaining about the bombs. I'm totally, you got to play war as it is, and it's a horrible, horrible thing, but it's also sometimes necessary because thugs do what thugs do. So, all right, Schultze, Operation Olympic, I think it was called. Yeah. Well, I'm going to let you go. Thanks for listening in, and thank you for your service, and God bless you and yours on this Christmas night. And like I said, love to get together sometime. I'm from Pennsylvania, by the way. So even if we couldn't make it out to Chicago, I could make it down to your house. And I'd love to, maybe in the new year, I could either direct you guys to get a laptop or gift you one. You're welcome. So, or gift you guys one, because I'd love to play you on AAA. All right. Take care, guys. Merry Christmas. Bye.